What it do? What it is, y'all? It's your girl, Black Pop, Queen D&B, Queen R&B, Queen Capital, Queen Tri-State. And you are now watching. It's like, but I know y'all miss me. I know you miss the Queen D&B. I know you missed the Queen Capital, Queen Tri-State. And at this point, I'm only focused on why I'm the shit. Like, it ain't up for discussion or debate no more. But as Queen, it's my duty to talk about the important things. And right now, I want to talk about Ratlanta. It's Judgment Day for Ratlanta. We're talking about the difference between a snitch and a truth teller. You know, recently we found out about how Thug definitely did give up information. Some phone calls were leaked and we heard some pillow talk, and then we heard about how niggas really feel about certain things. And it's just so crazy to see Atlanta come down like this, because there was a time that you could run away to Atlanta and go be a rapper and all your dreams come true. But the truth is, the whole reason why Atlanta was just this mythical, magical place was because everybody was just trapping and selling pussy down there. And that's why it worked for them. And you got to give it to them in that right. But either way, Atlanta, it's Judgment Day. Usually, it's best that women stay out of men's conversations. But the truth is, when certain things hit the fan with men, the only highest perspective y'all got is your motherfucking mama. And that's why a woman like me has to step in, because men are only going to continue to keep lying to each other. Because London Bridge is falling down when it comes to the streets, and with Thug's phone calls being exposed, and it's only showing us how the tides of entertainment and music is changing, because a new generation is emerging. Because now the conversation is above money. It's about character now, and that's why a real woman can step in and tell you what it really is, because that's all a woman has. And a lot of times men are too prideful enough to admit that they can't lead with a certain lifestyle anymore. Because when it comes to black people, you love to act like you don't know what's going on and have the nerve to complain about why you're not getting certain things, the same way you love to hide your dead bodies and hide your skeletons and wonder why the world just doesn't respect you a certain way. And when it comes down to who's a snitch, this isn't the first, nor will it be the last time that we watch hip-hop fall down to its faulty foundation due to the fact that y'all don't want to accept that at some point people grow and things change, and at some point someone is going to have to be the sacrificial lamb for getting exposed for the fact that you couldn't keep up with a certain lifestyle that you have outgrown. And with Thug being exposed for being a snitch, it only goes to show it only takes one person to take your whole corporation down. It only goes to show how you men want to fit in with each other so bad. How you men are followers just because you want to prove your mama wrong. But I will always have the last say. And at the end of the day, y'all think y'all getting away with something, but I see everything you trying to hide, because hip-hop love talking about who's poor and who broke. But you are the poorest and the brokest when it comes down to character. And at the end of the day, there's a difference between a snitch and a truth teller. A snitch was with the shits, and because they can't handle the heat, they taking everybody down with them. A truth teller saw what it was from day one and knew not to take no parts. And I don't have to keep peeping and giving a fuck or watching y'all motherfuckers to know that I shouldn't get too close and shouldn't be associated with it. And at the end of the day, you fall on your ass again, and hip hop needs to be told about itself, and you will hear about yourself. Because your mama don't have to give a fuck about what Mr. No Snitching got going on, to know how you operate, to know that you're the biggest snake of them all. Because the motherfucker you take an oath with to not tell on each other, and because that you're not gonna tell yourselves about each other, that person will watch fucked up shit happen to you and act like they don't know what's going on, because your stupid ass don't know that they were the masterminds behind the whole shit. But yet Mr. No Snitching feel like he deserve all this credit and respect. No, the fuck you don't. Because Mr. No Snitching, he thinking that he getting away with something. But I see everything you're trying to hide. See, you could try to impress niggas by being gangster, but a woman sees your manhood. And everything you're trying to hide is a big ass lie. The fact that you're still a snake and you're not strong enough to start something new on your own. You want to fit in so bad. You're a follower and you're still controlled by other people who are controlled because you can't move and speak freely, which makes you the dead body. And then when you go to jail, now you really know what it feels like to be a body. Because can't nobody hear you scream. Can't nobody hear you cry. And you can't do shit about it. And the truth is, a street nigga rather take a dick in his ass, his mouth, and jerk off 2 cocks before he admit that he can't take this street shit no more. That he was wrong, as long as nobody finds out about it. And this won't be the first, and it won't be the last time that a motherfucker get exposed, that hip hop gets exposed, the streets get exposed for the fact that they can't handle their own shit anymore. You know, it's just our generation's turn to be like, yeah, this shit can only go but so far. And in the words of Tekashi 6ix9ine, you can't be a gangster and a rapper at the same time. And when it comes down to Tekashi's 6ix9ine situation versus Thug situation, the streets was hard on Tekashi. Why? 1, because he's not black. The politics matter in all situations. And the politics, people who don't want to talk about the politics are the ones who follow him the most. The reason why the streets was hard on Tekashi was because he's not black. And once again, it all comes down to you want to fit in. And I get it. You want to feel one with who you resonate with. But even Whack 100 told Tekashi 6ix9ine, I don't think you're a snitch. I just don't think you're gangsta because he didn't knock his op off.
You hear the real shit. Street mentality? Yo, for all the kids watching
the same mentality you call it stupid,
rules.
You begging to be part of.
No, I'm not begging. I'm on top of it, giving pressure. Right now, your shirt
pressure?
Watch this. Your shirt say loyalty and trust, right?
Yeah. My comrades, we practice that.
Watch this. We gonna get back to Stutter Box. Watch this. You practice that loyalty and trust, right?
Yeah. My comrades.
Right. Are those rules of the streets, loyalty and trust?
Definitely.
So loyalty,
that's
trust,
broke every day.
How about honor?
Honor.
And principle. Is that codes of the streets that you don't break?
Definitely code of the street.
So watch this. If your comrade was to kidnap you, did he break that fucking loyalty and trust?
Definitely broke it.
If your comrade slept with the mother of your child, did he break that?
Definitely broke it.
Because you got your family here.
Definitely
now,
broke
if somebody stepped across that, do the rules even matter anymore? Because they already broke it.
Is there always rules of engagement?
There's rules of engagement. I don't go say, because he did this, I'm going to cooperate with the feds. That's what makes you not gangster.
Stay out the streets. Because the streets going to say, let these niggas fuck your girl and let these niggas run all around you. But don't break the snitching rule. You can break the loyalty rule and all of that, but that rule you can't break.
But you're not a snitch.
Yo,
6ix9ine, you're not a snitch.
Y'all heard it for yourself.
You know why you're not a snitch?
You can break certain rules, but you can't break other rules. You can't break that rule. All right.
Let me ask you a question. Hey, when you done jumping around,
Break 1, 2, 3,
okay,
5.
okay.
Isn't it was shot, nigga?
But do you want to bring that energy though? Like,
First of all,
He's not giving niggas too much
listen,
credit.
6ix9ine.
Yeah.
I don't think you're a rat.
I don't give a fuck. Look,
hold on.
See? Wax said Tekashi 6ix9ine is not a snitch. But what sends Tekashi off is that Wax said he's not gangsta. All because he said, "You not a killer dude." And the truth is, Wax is right. He didn't off him. But at the end of the day, the streets is about doing the worst shit to get ahead quick enough to say, stop the war, stop the violence. And after you've been able to wreak havoc on motherfuckers and get away with it, act like, I'm just a peaceful man, and while simultaneously talking shit about how you used to do niggas in and how you used to run shit and da-da-da-da. But what's further than what's gangsta is being a real man. And that's why Tekashi 6ix9ine can bust Treyway in the Queen DMV, and I'm cooking 6ix9ine plantanos. Because at the end of the day, you can still learn from Tekashi because he lived and he doesn't have no big heavy ass pending charge on him. Either way. And other people are being exposed now because it's the end of a generation. Other people who are so gangsta are being exposed because they can't handle a certain lifestyle anymore. And another reason why I respect Tekashi 6ix9ine is because he really stood on it. And most rappers, I've never seen them stand that hard on it. And, he really fought for his name, for his manhood. What's further than what's gangsta is what's being a real man. And that's why Tekashi can bust Treyway in Queen DMV. And I'm cooking Tekashi plantanos. Because at the end of the day, gangsta is a phase. And after you have kids, you're still not going to want them to have to go through what you went through either way. Because what's further than being a gangster is being a real man. And the only circle you niggas need to be trying to fit into is my vagina. So that you can live to see another day. And the truth is, when it comes down to the competition of it all, the competition of the streets, King Drill, young boy won. I gotta give it to him because he's the only one who was able to get away with doing all this terrible shit quick and fast enough to say, stop the war, without having to look like a snitch or having a big, heavy pending charge on his head. The boy is quick, the boy is fast, the boy is smart. Look at Thug being exposed, Dirk waiting, and he could crack any day now. And it's time to pass the baton to new young niggas that want to prove themselves. Game over. And truly, it wouldn't matter if he snitched. Just go sit down next to Thug. Time's up. People our age are starting to think differently. Let these new young niggas have that shit. And on a catty note, one thing I did appreciate about Young Thug's jail phone calls is him talking about who he thinks is ugly. Because this new generation of the industry need to stop signing ugly bitches. Just because you're famous don't mean that we can't see that you're still ugly. And the surgery cannot help you. And to be honest, I don't think Glorilla is ugly, but I've been talking about this all year long. Motherfuckers think that just because you're in the industry now that you're not ugly. No, bitch, you just don't have the face for fame. And that is Sukihana, Doechii, JT, YK Niece, Big Pluto, and I'm gonna have to throw Scarlett in there. She's not ugly, but she makes herself ugly because the way she acts and the way she sound. So you bitches is at the ugly table. And the industry need to be a little more strict about who's ugly. It don't matter what hit song you got. This is mostly about what you look like. And sweetie, don't think just because you're a pretty bitch, then rap could look good on you. That don't mean you're supposed to be there either. You have to have the look and the sound. Not just the look and not just only the sound. And I don't feel bad about it. And I don't give a... And because I'm dark skinned, that's why I'm allowed to say who's ugly and who's not. Cattiest bitch around. Calling through you bitches and I don't give a fuck. Anywho, Queen DMV, Queen Capital, Queen Music, Queen Motor, Gatekeeper, Black Pop. Signing out.